Welcome back to the Two Man Podcast, episode number 10.
Oh yeah, episode number 10, baby.
10.
Let's
Who the fuck we
go.
get here? That's awesome.
Dude, I know, right? It's
We're,
freaking great.
we're at double digits.
Dude, that's hard work and dedication at its finest.
It is, it is. I'm very, very proud of us. Good job, Carl. Give yourself a little pat
Dude,
on the back.
dude. Oh well, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
That's awesome,
Appreciate
man.
you.
And
R2's
not,
got me over here.
yes, and not only I see you got the brand new setup now.
Yeah, man, I had to change studios.
Hmm.
As some folks may know, I was kicked out of my grandparents' house. So I'm back at the old parents' casa.
Nice.
Joey's right across from me over there.
Oh,
Should
good.
we should we should we put Joey in here real
Yeah,
quick?
we can put him in there. A little fact checker, too. Let's go, Joey. What's up?
Joey? Oh God. Everything fell apart. Everything fell apart.
Oh, we still hear
All
you.
right,
We're
well,
good.
I won't be doing that again, folks. Um,
Joey's.
yeah. So, all right, there we go. We're all good.
Nice.
We're back and going.
Nice.
Yeah. So back in my parents' place. Uh, you know, feel like I did the studio pretty well though. I
Looks
feel
great.
like we got a nice little setup going. We got the Star-Lord mask as always back. I got some new Funko Pops up there. I got a Logic sign poster right over
Awesome.
here,
Yeah.
which is cool. And then Pete's still over here too.
Awesome.
But yeah, man.
That's
it's pretty
fantastic. See what hard work gets us? All this
yeah.
money got you in a new studio.
All this money we've been getting, right, is got me a new studio. Speaking of money, get some new merchandise. Tyler, great job.
Thank
You
you.
know, Tyler repping the merch. If you're a fan of the page, please go to our link in our bio on our Instagram and go buy yourselves a piece of merchandise. We
Exactly.
really only have the one sweatshirt, but there will be more to come
Yes,
once me and
exactly.
Tyler figure out what the heck we want to do
Yeah, with due time, folks.
with due time.
Yeah. But the first thing I wanted to talk about we forgot to I think mention was we survived the smoke that was all over the East Coast from those Canadian wildfires.
Dude, that was wild.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I would have to just like to thank the Academy for allowing me to just persevere through all this smoke going on in there, all my rough times of, just drinking alcohol, boosting my immune system. I want to thank COVID for having a really good
Yep,
part,
sure.
making our immune system and our bodies be more attuned to, the terrible weather and
Yeah.
other stuff to
Yeah.
make us just absolutely amazing and invincible. I feel
Literally.
invincible.
Yeah, it was also a lot worse in like Long Island and like New York City because like Connecticut it was foggy and it was it had that gross weird smell like burning rubber, but it wasn't as orange or as ambery as I was seeing pictures from like you on the island or like my dad was in
Yeah.
the city. Like that was apocalyptic. That was
Dude, it
nuts.
literally looked like an apocalypse, bro.
Yeah.
The way I was describing it to Joey when I came home, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm out of a movie. I don't know if you saw the Snyder Cut, but there's a Snyder Cut version where like it's Doomsday and
Okay.
it's literally like if Superman was bad. I was like
Yeah.
from the movie, I was like, that's what the sky looks like. I was
Literally.
like, it looks like there was 10 billion bombs dropped
Yeah.
and the world is about to collapse and we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. I mean, you didn't really get to see it, but I was driving home from it at like 3 o'clock that day where it
Yeah.
was like really bad about a week and a half ago, or maybe a week ago. I don't know. Everything freaking blends together.
Yeah.
And it was so bad, dude. The sky was orange,
Yeah.
and then I took a nap and I woke up and the sky was clear. Like it was like gone within like
Yeah.
an hour and a half. It was like the weirdest thing.
I know, and I was seeing a lot of the videos from like it obviously was tougher for people living in Canada, but seeing some of those videos, I mean, those fires were burning like 400. They had like wildfires, and you saw like an aerial, like a bird's eye view of it on a drone, and they were all combusting at like the same time. There was like 10 fires, like starting on different trees and stuff. It was hopefully not a lot of people got affected up there, but definitely for that to come all the way down here, those are some fires, all right.
Dude, 100%.
So someone was saying, could you imagine like the sky just stayed like that for like a long time, forever?
Dude, no. I can't imagine that, dude, because if it was like that forever,
Yeah,
I think I mean we would obviously definitely get adjusted to it, but like we take for granted just how beautiful the like our blue sky is,
Literally, yeah,
and it would just be so sad. It would just be
yeah,
so sad. Like imagine like being like, oh, I remember when the sky used to be blue. It's like
yeah,
what? Like
yeah.
used to be blue? Like what
Yeah, could
happened?
you imagine kids growing up and it's like, oh, I love the orange sky. It's like, let me tell you, Johnny, the
Yeah,
the blue sky used to be the thing back in the day, but now we're just into this.
they would have to change a lot of songs that talk about, blue skies and
Yeah,
just like all the culture would just be messed up.
it'd be messed up. And I mean, obviously, we wouldn't last regardless because that would not be good for our lungs.
No, definitely not. I mean, I don't know. I feel like us we'd be fine.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
We
definitely.
made it we made it through COVID, so we're
Exactly.
chilling.
I saw a funny video someone was talking about. He's like, the smoky air and the bad air quality has really made the worst people from COVID come back into the light, saying, oh, yeah, my
Oh yeah, with
nose
the
hurt.
mask.
Yeah, well, not even just a mask, but it's like, oh, yeah, I woke up and my nose felt like this and my eyes and my lungs felt like this. And it's just like, yeah, everyone's going through this.
Dude, that's 100% what
Yeah,
was going on. Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
literally unbelievable.
I
But,
I feel like a couple of people that I know were 100% doing that.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was different and it was weird, but we've passed. It's passed now, so hopefully we just keep moving and hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, man. I mean, also what happened this weekend, we had a lot of good things. I mean, you just were on the island. How was your party that you were here for?
It was nice. It wasn't a party per se. It was more of a benefit.
Nice.
Yeah. It was actually for a really good cause. And yeah, had a good time. They had a distillery in Patchogue, the Better Man Distillery, I believe.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was a
That's one of the places I've been wanting to go to.
Yeah, it was nice, and it was a perfect size for the amount of people we had. They rented out the whole place. They had nice custom made cocktails and stuff. They had this like lavender gin. Was actually really good, and yeah, it was good. I walked away from a silent auction with a signed Jets football, so
Yeah,
we were
that's
very
awesome.
happy about that.
Who was it signed by again?
It was Elijah Vera Tucker, one of the new Jets offensive tackles who they
Oh,
drafted like a couple years ago.
that's freaking
So
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
I was looking at the bid all night and no one was bidding on it. So right before bidding closes, I just I put in the minimum and it was good too because I get the football and the money goes to a good cause. But it was definitely a lovely event, very touching, very nice. So
That's awesome,
I had a
man.
good time with that. You know what? I just complete 180 here, and I forgot to tell you about. Me
Yeah.
and Taylor probably just made one of the best and worst purchases. Thank you for our relationship.
What
We
is it?
bought a Wii.
No
Yeah,
freaking
we just
way.
bought a Nintendo Wii, and we bought Mario Kart.
Oh my God.
So
No,
our
no, no.
relationship is getting put through the test.
I don't even want to know if you have Mario Kart. Do you need to get Mario Super Baseball?
I just took it when I came was on Long
No
Island. I
way.
just stole it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. All right. I need to check my schedule and I need to get up there now to go
Please
play because
feel
we
free,
sold
because
our Wii and that's like one of the one games that I wish they had on the Switch.
dude, yeah, Mario Super Sluggers. I took that Mario Party and Wii Play all from my parents' house because we had a Wii growing up, me and Jill,
Yeah.
and so I took some of those games, and then me and Taylor have Wii Sports and Mario Kart. There was something we had to do the other day, me and Taylor. I think we had to do laundry, and we had responsibilities, but we were like fiending to play Mario Kart so bad,
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
we because we wanted to unlock all the courses and we wanted to
Yeah.
unlock some characters. So we were just sitting there playing solo modes, alternating back and forth on like the easiest level. And like literally like 3 hours go by and we were like, oh my God, we have to get this from Target and we had to go shopping and we had to do this. I was like, guess this is a moral problem now. But
Yo,
y-
who's your go-to when you play?
I don't
Who
know.
do you play as?
I didn't really have a go-to in a lot of things. I would usually just play with who I was feeling. But so right now I'm just rocking with Koopa Troopa.
Koopa Troopa? Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you're a Koopa Troopa guy.
Yeah, so I've been rocking with him. What about you?
Mine was the blue Yoshi when you could change the color of the Yoshi.
Gotcha. Yeah, Taylor's just regular Yoshi right now. That's all we have. She rocks with
Nice.
Yoshi too. So
Yeah. I like the blue Yoshi and I like using a bike, not
yeah,
a
that's what
car.
Taylor uses too. She uses the Mac bike or Mach bike, something like that. So
Yeah,
probably the
dude.
same one. But yeah, she didn't really have it growing up, but she's really
No
good at it.
way.
Yeah,
Really?
she had a Wii, but she said really her brothers used it, and they wouldn't really let
Uh,
her play or her family. So
you know who's like absolutely insane? at Mario Kart,
Yeah.
Courtney, for some reason.
Yeah.
She's like actually insane. Like I don't want to. I hate talking about her on this, but she's actually freaking goated at
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
game.
this is actually really funny too. She'll find this out now. We didn't tell her. So obviously she came over the other day to visit. I think it was like last weekend, and we had the Wii. But I told Taylor because like we just got Mario Kart, and I told Taylor I said we cannot show Courtney yet. And she's like, why? I'm like, because
That's the only thing
Courtney
she'll want to do.
is not only will she want to do it, that's fine. She is so good at it. You cannot beat her. Like I also hate to gas her up, but she is
Yeah,
so good at it. So I said, Taylor, we have to hide it. So when Courtney came over, we only had Wii Sports out. We put Mario Kart in the top drawer of our dresser. But now cat's out of the bag, Courtney. So and
dude, I'm
whoever else
dead.
wants to
That
play
is
Mario Kart.
hilarious.
Yeah,
That is
it's
awesome. Yeah,
yes.
so I will be up there next weekend. We are gonna have a tournament, and we're
Feel
gonna have a good
free.
time.
Feel free, my
We gotta
man.
we gotta play Burial Kart.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Have
always
you
fun.
ever? Yeah, dude, Burial Kart is probably one of my favorite like pre-game things to do.
Yeah.
I honestly could probably do that and not even go out, just play Burial Kart the whole time,
Yeah, I
or
feel
just
like it
like
was
a
sorry.
mixture of games like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. There was a lot of nights that we really just didn't do it to pregame. I felt like most of the time it was just to casually hang out and have a couple
Yeah.
drinks.
And then like after you play like 6 or 7 races, it's like, okay, what's the another game we can play?
Yeah, or we're just playing regular Mario Kart now
Yep,
because
yeah.
I'm not
Because
drinking anymore.
yeah, now we're all wasted just drinking and driving.
Literally, yeah. No. So, yeah. So we bought that, and we'll see how much longer we last.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What were we even talking about that we did a
Nothing.
180 like that?
Nothing close to it. And it's unfortunate because I did switch from the benefit, but I just
Yeah.
happened to look to my left and the Wii is like eye level with me right now. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell Carl that I literally bought the Wii.
Dude, that is a great purchase. Taylor did a good decision on letting you
Well,
get
Job, she's
that.
been looking for it for a while. We called multiple Game Stops and they said, yeah, we have one that someone just traded in. And I said, well,
That's awesome.
let's get going.
Yo, speaking of GameStop, I was talking to this kid at work today. Funny enough, his name is Mario.
Nice.
He was telling me that for all you investors out there, you should hop on GameStop because apparently the CEO just bought like a shit ton of shares. So like they got like a new CEO of GameStop. I mean, I don't look into this shit, you know.
Sure.
They just recently got like a new CEO of GameStop, and he just bought a bunch of shares, and a bunch of board members just bought a bunch of shares. So usually that means that if a lot of board members and the CEO buys shares, it means that it's going to skyrocket.
Hmm.
So if you have any money, you want to throw that in, any of our listeners are avid investors and stock gurus, I would buy some GameStop. Maybe it's going to go through the roof.
Maybe. I'll throw a couple bucks in, maybe. If I find a
Dude,
couple
throw a
nickels in the
couple.
couch.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. But yeah, just going to another topic. I know we wanted to talk about the NBA and NHL finals, both finally over. It really felt like a long time.
Dude, it really did. I mean, I feel like we talked about our predictions about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was two good series. I mean, they ended really fast in my
Yeah.
opinion, like, but it, like you said, I feel like it felt like longer. I think it's because they space the
Well, not
games
even
out so
not, not
well.
not even just the cup, but I think the entirety of the playoffs. Like it does not feel like this was the same playoffs that both the Knicks and Rangers were a part of.
Yeah. I mean, plus, I mean, the Knicks got out of the first round too,
Yeah.
but like they
True.
made it into the second round.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it was just because I think it's the spacing in between games.
Probably.
I feel like it's because that happened in May and now we're in like almost halfway through June and it just
True.
ended like this week, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. I think it's got to be the spacing. That's what I would go down to.
Yeah.
But I would just like to say I hit on our prediction for the Nuggets. We actually had an argument before we got on talking
Yeah.
about this, folks, where Tyler was trying to say he was the one who guessed Nuggets in five. We'll replay the tape a little bit later when we
Yes.
edit this,
Yes.
but it was me. I said
Yeah.
Nuggets in five. He
Yep.
said Nuggets in
I
six.
said I had to take a prediction there. I'll go Nuggets in 6 for that one.
Yeah, honestly, I might even go the same, but maybe even one less game. I'm gonna say Nuggets in five because they just absolutely destroyed. the team they played the Lakers. They freaking swept them, man.
I gave Jimmy Butler one more game to
Yep.
try and get it done, but he was really non-existent all series.
Yeah, he really wasn't. I think he still might have been hurt. Um,
Yeah, I mean, at that point in the season, everyone's so banged up.
yeah.
So, yeah,
But
it's
it
tough.
was a good series though. I'm really happy for Denver. A lot of people were asking me how I felt about it.
Hmm.
They were like, "Oh, like how do you feel that the Nuggets won?" Honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 about it.
Hmm.
It's not like I'm super pissed. It's I really didn't care who won. I think we
Yeah,
talked about this before. If the Heat have won, it would have been cool to say that the Knicks lost to the defending champs. You know,
true.
and then the Nuggets winning, it's cool because Jokic is like a great player. He won couple MVPs already. Would love to see him win a championship, and it was the first time Denver won. So it's
Yeah,
cool to
which
see.
I didn't realize that coming in, so that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see a city who was like been around for so long finally win one.
Yeah. How do you feel? A lot of controversy with how Jokic was celebrating after saying he was kind of just bored. Seemed like he wasn't too excited or anything about it. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, I saw that. I don't really put. I think it's just the type of player he is.
Yeah.
I think he definitely was celebrating it with the guys after. Like,
Oh
there's
yeah.
no shot that he just went home and went to sleep.
Yeah. Because
Like, yeah, no, continue.
no, just because he was respectful after the game. Obviously, he went up to
Yeah, of
every single
course.
Heat player, like shook their hand. That's great. I'm not saying it made me mad, but something was so weird about like after the game. He's like, "Yeah, this is very nice and stuff," and it's just like I know Denver is a very nice city, but it just stinks. Like they celebrated the parade was today. It looked amazing, looked very fun,
Yeah,
but like I don't know. It's just so crazy to think like the Denver Nuggets won. Obviously, not like they came out of nowhere. Murray was great. Jokic was the MVP of the this year. He won the Finals MVP and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's just so weird that like he just did not seem too interested until today. But again, it didn't make me
ah,
mad. I don't know if I have a feeling for it. It was
yeah.
weird to me.
I definitely think it's a little awkward and a little
Yeah.
weird. Uh, because you just I don't know. I feel like if I were to win, I would be going batshit crazy. I'm
Oh
running
yeah.
up and down this court, like I'm
Oh
hugging
yeah.
everybody I see.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Yeah, I'm running into the stands. You get to win at
yeah,
home too. I'm running into the stands. I mean, and
exactly.
it's so
Jumping into the fans head
yeah,
first.
literally, and it's just so different because like I think it was like the next night or 2 nights later, the Knights won the Stanley Cup. They won in
Yeah,
five, and the game was 9-3, so it was a blowout.
yeah,
But you could tell the excitement for the whole entire game. And when there was 10 seconds left, I mean, it's such a great celebration. There's no better playoffs in hockey or no better
yeah.
like cup than
I
the
love the Stanley
Stanley
Cup,
Cup.
bro.
But
Yeah,
like literally, it's just so great because as soon as that final buzzer goes off, everyone throws their gloves in the air, sticks are going everywhere, like
dude,
dog piles, like everyone jumps on the goalie, and it's just like an all-time celebration and stuff.
it's
So,
awesome.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to celebrate like that, but at least
Yeah,
show a little something. But listen, it could be the guy he is. And listen, he got it done, so that's all that matters.
dude. Yeah, he got it done. Yeah, I like him, and congrats to the Knights too. I mean, how dope is that they've only been in the league for 4 or 5 years,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 6 years. Six
6
years.
years?
This was
Wow,
six.
it's been that long. Wow, we're getting old. But
I know.
6 years and they already won a championship, man. Like that is so cool. That is so cool.
I was so jealous of them. Like in their first
Yeah,
year, they make the cup, and now in their 6th year, they've
they
won
win
it.
it all.
And I'm like
Yeah,
watching their fans celebrate, and I was just like, I just want I want something like that so bad. Like
dude.
good for them, but like a franchise that has just now been only around for 6 years, and those fans have gotten to see nothing but success. Whenever they have a downfall, which is who knows when, but when they go
Yeah.
through those tough years, they're not gonna know how to react.
Dude, like I just think about it now, like, our dads were around when the Mets won,
Yeah,
in 62 and 86.
69.
69, yeah. I said
Yeah,
62. Yeah, 69.
yeah,
How can I forget 69? Come on. 69 and 86.
sure,
But it's cool or funny to talk to them. I mean, like that was so long ago
true.
to talk to them and be like, yeah, like this team was good when I was a kid. Like I saw their championships. I
Yeah,
got to experience it, right? And
yeah,
now we're like fast forward to like the Knights. We could literally be 5, 6 years from now and they could be garbage.
true.
And like we can just be like, oh, remember when the Golden Knights were like good? It's like
Yeah,
I feel like it
true.
just doesn't hold the same weight. It's
No,
like, oh,
exactly.
the Mets were good in the
But
80s.
yeah,
Oh,
Like,
the
yeah,
the Knights just won in 2023. Like what?
exactly. Like, and I'm pretty pessimistic, so I'm saying if we ever see a New York Sports Championship, but we've just gone through so many years of hardships and poverty seasons and stuff like this that if they could just get one, it's gonna be the greatest feeling in the world, you
Oh
know?
yeah,
Like that
100%.
that one Ranger fan who held up a sign like "I can die in peace." I mean that. I feel like that. I could die in
Oh
peace if I get that. So
yeah.
I was definitely happy about that. And the owner of the Knights, I don't know if you saw this, he put out when they first brought the team. They said, what are your expectations for like the first 5, 10 years? And he said playoffs in 3 years, Stanley Cup in 6 years, and they just won the Stanley Cup in
Really?
their 6th year. So
That's really freaking cool, man.
listen, he laid it out and he got it done, and they're still a pretty good team. They're an older team, but they're still pretty good. So
Dude, that's cool.
yeah, and nothing's gonna be better. I believe the rumor is the parade is down the Las Vegas Strip at night.
Oh my God. Should we fly out to Vegas for that, dude?
I mean, yeah, you might make me a nice fan for the day because that down the Las Vegas Strip, not even during the day. I think they're moving it tonight because usually parades are during the day. This is going to
Can
be a
you
nighttime parade.
could you imagine the amount of strippers they're gonna be at that? Just like
Unbelievable.
they're gonna
The,
be like that is such a huge like marketing thing for anybody in Vegas.
oh my
Like
God. You don't even have to be a
all
fan
the
of
casinos
sports.
will be out. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the casinos are gonna be out. Like anybody who like wants to, market their brand, who
Yeah.
works on that strip, is
Literally.
going to be out there. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
And yeah, everyone, and once the parade's over, everyone's going to disperse to the various things you can do right there on the strip. So, I mean, that's
Yeah,
that's
the
going to
ve-
be something.
like I said, the strippers, the casinos, everything.
Whatever else they have to offer over there, I would, yeah, that's gonna be
That's
something.
cool. It's gonna look really cool at night too, because like the Vegas Strip at night. I mean, I've only seen pictures of it
Yeah,
from movies and stuff, but it looks absolutely beautiful. It's lit up really well. Super
yeah.
cool. So
No, I know that's gonna be a party, all right. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think it said 7 o'clock. I'm thinking maybe it's 4 o'clock there because I know they're 3 hours behind, but I'm pretty sure it said Eastern time. I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be on the strip. I'm pretty sure. So regardless, kind of sick.
that's dope.
Yeah, and I guess sticking with the sports theme, you went to the lovely Subway Series game last night.
Yeah, man, I actually had a pretty crazy last 3 days. So by the
Okay.
time you're saying this was Friday, so Monday, as a season ticket holder, we my brother and I went to an R.A. Dickey meet and greet,
Oh,
which
that's
was cool.
right.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I've never been to one like that. That my brother has been. There was one with Mike Piazza that he went to
That's nice.
last year, which was really cool. So I wasn't able to go to that one last year, so this was my first one attending. At that one, Joey was able to like, meet and greet and actually get a photo op, and like there was autographs too.
Sure.
This one we didn't have the option to do that, which I was kind of upset about, but
Hmm.
we did have a very big surprise that I was really happy to see. We had Josh Tolley as well. Not only was it R.A. Dickey, but Josh
It was
Tolley,
his
the
old
power.
catcher.
Yep, the power of the T hole.
Yeah.
Dude, I just remember like, what's crazy is like I think those are like the years that I really became like a solid Mets fan. I was always
Same.
like a Mets fan because my
Yep.
dad watched it, but like that that 2012, 20 like or 20, I think he played 10, 11, and 12.
Sure.
I think that's when RA did like his tenure because it was only 3 years. So I think it
Yeah.
was 10, 11, and 12 was like really when I started to become the big Mets fan that I am today.
Yeah.
And Josh Tolley was always on that team. R.A. Dickey was on the team. R.A.
Yeah.
Dickey won the Cy Young in 2012. So it was really cool though because they told a lot of stories about, for example, how they met. And I'm sure you as a catcher, Tyler, would
Hmm.
have absolutely loved to hear like Josh Tolley's input about like catching.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say I would have loved to seen that because I remember, Tolley, because I mean catching a knuckleballer is really tough, and Tolley was his
Yeah.
catcher really, because you have to get a bigger glove, and even Dickey and pitchers don't even know that that pitch is going sometimes. So
Yeah.
I would have
I mean,
loved to.
it was really cool because they talked a lot about how they didn't know where the knuckleball was going to go
Yeah.
and how like they both adjusted. He said they got so good at throwing the ball or throwing that pitch. Like they talked about, all right, Dickey had a 32 inning plus uh scoreless streak,
Yeah.
and they talked about during that streak that it's really hard to like have an idea like where the knuckleball is going to go. So say this is the box
Yeah.
right here. Like they said that at a point they were able to do like the sign because he also talked about how his knuckleball was the number one, like not his fastball.
Nice.
So the knuckleball, they would do the one, and
Yeah.
then he was able to aim up, and he was like, this was the only stretch in like his career where they were able to do that,
That's awesome.
and he was like, that was really cool to see.
You know what's
Um,
crazy is, sorry to cut you off. I don't
no,
remember
you're
a
good.
lot of things. My memory's pretty fuzzy, but I remember that year Dickey had back-to-back complete game one hitters
Yes, yeah,
against Tampa and against
yeah,
Baltimore.
yes, dude. I mean,
Why I remember that?
at the time, those teams were also pretty decent too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they had Longo. I'm pretty Machado was on that team.
probably,
He was
yeah,
a
and
rookie that year.
yeah,
So they had pretty solid teams in the AL East with the Rays and the Orioles.
yeah.
And it was funny they talked about that, and they said too like Dickey was like, yeah, like it would have been great to have gotten a no-hitter, but it just wasn't in the cards because what the first one out of those two back-to-back starts,
Yeah.
the first one came the start after Johan Santana's no-hitter.
Oh, did not
Yeah.
know that. That's crazy.
Oh, and by the way, Joey, live update from Joey in the booth.
Love it.
Ronnie Mauricio just hit his second home run of the night from our AAA report. Thank you, Joey.
That a boy, Joey. I love it. I'm loving this already.
Oh, yeah. So, but yeah, the it was really cool. He was talking about how uh he usually like when he pitched a day game after a night game,
Okay.
RA talked about how when he would do that, um usually like Terry Collins would let him leave early that night. So he would leave route like after like the sixth inning. He
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
stay
yeah.
all
I've
nine
heard of that
innings.
before. Yeah.
He would go home, get a good night's sleep, and then like because pitchers they come to the stadium early when they're pitching to get their routine. And RA talked about like how his routine like was like super regimented. Like if he wasn't in the shower an hour and 10 minutes before like game time, or not game time, an hour and 10 minutes before like he wanted to warm up, he'd be pissed. If he was 1 minute late, like he was pissed.
Yeah.
Like he had to shower at a certain time, he had to throw at a certain time.
Yeah.
Like he totally was like, yeah, there was times like I would want to go in the cage and hit, and Dickie's like, no, you're catching my bullpen right now. And he's like, all right, guess I'm not getting a couple of rounds. And he's like, I'm only going over 30, right? I don't need to
Yeah,
take any
literally.
BP, right?
Totally was never there for his hitting for sure.
Yeah, so he said that that game after the Johan, after the first inning, or after the no hitter, he went home. He stayed the whole game, and obviously they celebrated the no hitter, so he didn't get home until like
Oh
1
jeez.
a.m. and
Oh
then he had to
no.
be back at the stadium at like 10 a.m. So he was like, I was already feeling kind of like hungover or like a
Yeah.
little bit tired, but he went into that game and threw a
Beautiful.
one hit complete game. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That's awesome. Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Good for him. I
yeah.
remember I think it was in elementary school or middle school. I remember Mike Baxter came in for like a Q&A. Were
Mike
you there
Baxter,
for that?
yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing at the time, and
Yeah,
I
and he was like a
think
D-list player, but it was so cool for us because he was
well, he
he
was a
was from
baseball
Long
player at the
Island.
time.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Do you know if it was before or after the no-hitter catch? I think it might have been after.
I think it was after because I think that was one of the questions that somebody asked
I
him was
think
about
so.
like how does it feel about making that catch?
Yeah, and that put him on the map, and he was a hero. So
Yeah, because that like he was a Mets player, but he wasn't like a Mets player
yeah,
until he made that catch. Like I feel like a
literally.
lot of players knew after he made that saving catch.
Oh, of course. There's always that one or
So
two plays in those no hitters or perfect games that really bring it together.
exactly. Yeah, no, but that was cool. But all in all, I mean, it sucked we didn't get to take a picture with him, but he was like a really cool dude.
Yeah, no, he
Um,
seems like a chill dude.
yeah, and then going on to the game, I went to the game on Tuesday and I went to the game on Wednesday night. Um, they didn't get it done Tuesday, but it was a really good game. It
Yeah.
started Stan homered first to get them ahead. Nimmo tied it, so it was 1-1, then it went to 5-1, then it went to 6-5 Yanks, and then it went 6-6, then it went
7-6. Yeah.
7-6, and then it ended up that was the end score.
Yeah.
But it was, dude, it was a good game back and forth. I mean, the one thing that I was really pissed off about is that Stan and Marte struck out with the bases loaded back to back with
Oh,
one
Lindor and
out. They
Marte.
needed
Yeah,
the
that was
one out,
brutal.
bases loaded. Yeah,
Yeah. They
yeah.
just had to
Who
put the
did I
ball.
say? Did I say?
You said Stanton and Marte.
Oh, yeah, Lindor and Marte
Yeah.
struck out with the bases loaded back to back. I was like, come on, man.
Just put the ball in play. I know it's and it makes me mad too because Lindor like goes on deck like he's a great like kind of like leader, but like he'll go to like Beatty on deck and like start telling him about pitches and just like
Yo,
y-
that was
y-
right after he struck out, right?
yeah, just struck out. I'm like, what could
Yeah.
you be telling him right now? You were swinging the pitches in the dirt. You're fouling everything off. Like he's throwing a sinker. Cool. What else you gonna tell him?
Dude, I was like pissed about that because I literally was watching that happen at the stadium, and like the whole stadium is booing this man
As
because
they
he's
should.
batting 212 and he didn't even put the ball in play. He didn't even make contact. He didn't foul the ball off. He swung and missed
He
on
fouled
three
a
pitches.
couple off with soft contact, barely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, hit the ball and play. Like all he
Dude.
needed to do was hit a ball hard. Like if he had hit a ball hard and they make a great play,
Yeah, tip of the
surely.
cap. But yeah, the
Yeah,
one he struck out on, it looked like he was trying to hit a grand slam.
yeah.
It was down the middle. He got way under it, and he looked like he was trying to hit it 600 feet.
Yeah, for me, dude, I was pissed off in general that he's batting fourth. Like
Yeah.
you have your I mean, apparently, like it's not apparently, he's leading the league at shortstop in like home runs and RBIs and like
Yeah.
runs scored, which is awesome, but we didn't pay him to be the home run hitting shortstop. We paid him to be the defensive player and the absolute like batting champ player that he was in Cleveland. Like he was,
Literally.
but he just hasn't been that this season. He was barely that last season. He played like mediocre last season. I'm
Yeah.
hoping he turns it around. A comment that he made that really pissed me off after the game was he was like, "Yeah, I know I'm really going to help this team out and I know I'm going to be a big part of the team, but when that's going to happen is not really up to me." And he was like, "I'd rather have it happen sooner than later."
Oh,
And
of
I was like,
course.
"What the fuck?" Like I was like, "Yeah, I get it. Like you're trying to be confident that you're gonna get better." But I
Yeah.
was like, that was just such a I hated that response.
Yeah,
I
and
just
it's I like I know it's the media's job to ask questions like, "Hey, what do you think's going wrong?" Like they talked to Scherzer and Lindor after the game. It's like, "Oh,
yeah,
I just got to be better. Like I got to do this." Like I get those answers, but like, can we stop asking these guys? They're
that's
both
what I'm
getting
saying.
shelled this year. Like,
Yeah.
talk to somebody else. Like, what do you think they're? Because like they're thinking other things, but they're not going to say it because then
Yeah.
that's the whole story. You don't. Lindor's not going to come out there and be like, "Oh, I suck." And it's because
Yeah.
of this, this, and this. My season's over. Like in his head, he's probably thinking that, but like, you know, he's
Even if he
human.
bats like a thousand the rest of the year, he still will only like hit like 260.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he would have to have
I
fucking
miss
ridiculous
Pete.
numbers.
I know Pete would have came up clutch in that moment. He would have at least put the
I
ball in
think so
play.
too.
He would have at least got a
He is
sac fly, I
literally
think, out of it. He strikes out a lot, but I think in that situation with the crowd on their feet, I think he would have
oh,
prevailed.
he literally feeds into the crowd. That's his best attribute is that
Exactly.
he loves the crowd.
Yeah, but thank God they
But
won last
it
night.
was
I
good
know
to see
after.
them win that. Yeah, it was good to see them win
Yeah,
last night, which was nice. They got a walk-off win with Nimmo and extras, so we got to see extra baseball. It was cool. So,
awesome. Yeah, after IKF stole home, I thought things were going to be bad news bears for the Mets, but I'm
dude,
glad they bounced back.
I got up for a second and that happened, and I was tight. I was like, "Come
Yeah,
on,
people
man."
stealing home doesn't make sense to me. No one wants to say anything.
Yeah,
Like I get
like,
like if you steal it straight up and they say something, but I mean everyone looked lost there. I mean Raleigh almost hit the umpire in the head, and
I don't like him either, Raleigh.
yeah, he's all
He's
right.
all
I mean
right.
their bullpen's good, but they got like two good guys. The
They,
starters can only pitch like 3 innings every starter.
yeah.
Verlander pitched good yesterday,
Yeah,
but
he pitched really well last night. I was happy. I was like, I'm going to a game. I'm watching Verlander pitch. Like this guy better put up some numbers.
yeah,
He had like 6 strikeouts, which was good.
yeah,
So
that's good. No, that's awesome.
yeah, I
That
almost
is
won my parlay. I hit everything. I had no run first inning. I
nice,
had a LeMahieu hit. I
nice,
had Scherzer, no, Verlander plus 5 strikeouts,
nice,
and then I had Cole plus 7 strikeouts. He had 8,
nice. Ka-ching.
and I missed two. The two that and then I had Mets money line, so that hit. And
Nice.
the two that I missed This was a Beatty and a Rizzo hit. And I
Ooh.
was pissed because those were the last two I put into the parlay. I
Wow,
was like,
you were
ah,
building something nice there if that hit.
yeah, I put $10. I think it was like 10 to win like 360. It was like it
Not
would have
too
been a nice
shabby.
payout. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
that's kind of crazy. Sorry, this just reminded me about money. I was actually listening to on the basement yard. Could you imagine this happened to you? I believe it happened in Vegas, going back to Vegas. Oh no, maybe not. Anyway, I was at a casino. All right, and it was on the slot machine. She pulls the slot machine, and all of a sudden, the bells start going off. Jackpot, winner, $43 million. And she goes, and she had this whole backstory. Like, I think she was a foster kid, like homeless at some points in her life. So it's like, to anyone, $43 million is amazing, but to her, coming off like nothing, she's
Nothing.
she's better off now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know about that. $43 million, and you know what they said when they're like, "Oh, it was a glitch in the machine. That's not the real payout. Like, it
What?
was a mistake. We're sorry. Like, all we can really offer you is a complimentary steak dinner at our restaurant." And she was like, "Are you kidding me? Could you imagine thinking you just won $43 million,
I
and
would have
all they do for compensation is they give you a steak dinner?"
I would have said you have to compensate me with money. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know she's in no state to, or like no, like she has no leverage to get that money, but
No, yeah, because
they
technically she
should have at
didn't.
least given her something.
Yeah, I think apparently the lawyers trying to fight to get her the maximum amount of compensation, which is like $6,500.
That's it?
That's like the maximum I guess they could offer. Because I guess
6,500? That's only $6,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's better than nothing. True, but like, dude, my whole life, I would have been like $43 million. I could do this,
Yeah,
and
you
all
could
of a
do
sudden they take it
anything.
away from you like this. I think since they've replaced the machine and fixed it, but like,
Wow, bro.
because like, I don't even think you can get that much on a slot machine on a jackpot. That's a crazy amount of
Nah,
money.
that's a crazy amount of money. But in Vegas, I would believe that.
Yeah, I
I feel
think it
like that's
was
the only
Vegas.
place because they make that in a day there.
That's crazy. Yeah,
They make so much money at those casinos. It's freaking wild.
that's true. I'm actually going to Foxwoods tomorrow.
Dude, no way. With who?
Just me and Taylor. We're not even going to gamble. We're not even staying the night. You know who's DJing there tomorrow night?
No way. Please tell me it's DJ Diesel.
No, not DJ Diesel, but
Ah,
it's another celebrity. It's DJ Paulie D from Jersey
no
Shore.
way.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
two of you are going? That's gonna be fucking lit. Are
Yeah,
you guys
she
staying or no?
no, no. I think we're only gonna go for a couple hours. It's like an hour drive. I completely forgot it was this week. Me and Taylor were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "Oh, Paulie D's coming here," and the tickets were like $40. I think in total, like $20 each or something. And she's like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not? It'd be cool to see him anyway." And yeah, literally, she told me like earlier this week. She's like, "Oh, you ready for Paula D Friday?" I was like, "I thought that was in July,"
No
but
way.
yeah, we're gonna
That's so
go.
cool.
We're gonna go there, see how it is, and we said even if it sucks, we'll get out of there.
Yeah, that's
It was
awesome,
it was
dude.
cheap, so we'll head over to Foxwoods.
That's dope. No,
Yeah,
Foxwoods is nice, man. I mean, there
I
are
like it.
tables too. You get like $15 tables there. So
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, if it gets bad, maybe I'll throw $40 on black, try and get the money back at roulette.
you should do it totally.
Yeah, I
I'll
should.
throw you some money to put on black for me.
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll tell all the boys. We'll throw a little thing together.
What is like if you had one casino trip left in your life and you had 10K to blow, what would you do with it?
I just sit at the roulette table and probably um blackjack.
Yeah, I think I would first put like $3,000 on black,
Yeah,
see if that
yeah,
hit. And then with the extra like $7,000 I had, I would just go to I wouldn't even go to like the high rollers table.
yeah.
I
No,
would just go and play blackjack, but I would do like high hands. Like I would put like a minimum of like $100 down each hand.
yeah,
And then if I lost, I would do there's like that Chinese rule where if you lose, the next hand you double down. So if you put 100 in one hand, the
yeah.
next hand you put 200 in, so you win your money back and then some.
Smart. Yeah,
So I would just keep doing that and then see what by the last trip that I have or the the end of the trip, say I'm there for a day or two, I'll
Yeah.
see how much money I have at the end. I could lose it all, or I could be up a lot more.
Smart. Yeah. I mean, yeah, usually at the casino, I usually would put like, I put like usually like anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks on black. So maybe I'll just add a zero at the end.
Maybe add a
Yeah,
zero.
maybe add a couple of zeros. And then, yeah, probably do the same thing. I don't really like blackjack that much. Um, but I think maybe if I had like 10K and I was just like,
Yeah,
why not? It's fun, but money goes so quickly if you start losing,
I want
obviously.
to learn how to play craps. I was starting to learn how to play craps the last time that I went to Foxwoods
Yeah.
because they were cheap tables and like they were pretty cool. Me and Carney played
Hmm.
a little bit, and I kind of was getting the feel of it, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I have to go and like have that be my sole mission is to
Yeah.
just go and play
Well,
craps.
yeah, they have craps. You can play it on DraftKings, like the app.
Oh, really? But you
Yeah,
have to be in
because
Connecticut. You can't do that here
oh, really?
in Long
On Long
Island.
Island?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, that's right. Well, the degenerates we used to be at 23 Lee. We used to like mirror it or airplay it onto the
Oh,
TV,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
someone would hook up to their account, and like because they have the beta version where it's like you have like fake money, and you have like say $1,000. So then that's when we were trying to learn how to play, and then somebody would use real money, and like once in a while like throw it up on the screen, and we'd all watch them play and stuff. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
it's a fun game. It's like the game that everyone always plays, like in any movie where they're at the
Literally any
casino. It's
movie.
like they roll the dice
Yep.
and everyone's like,
And they're,
ah, yeah,
oh,
literally, because they just got the biggest hand in the world. It's hard. There's a lot of things we didn't even learn about it. I don't even think I could explain it to you right now, but I think it's easy
no.
to at least pick up the basics.
Yo, what was I gonna say? It's funny that you say that like mirroring it onto the TV. I was trying to explain to Billy and Hex and Steve and Cullen
Sure,
that when you guys were at 23 Lee, that you guys literally had betting as like a source of income. Like that's what you guys resorted to
at points,
instead of
sure,
yeah, instead of getting like a job. I think it was mostly like Jimmy and Casey.
yeah.
Like they literally would just stay up all night and they would just bet on games. And it came to the point where they would bet on Russian
Russian
table
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 tennis.
tennis.
Yep. We get home some nights at like 3 a.m. It's like, oh, Russian table tennis on. And I think Jimmy and all of us started to start knowing some of the names. We're like, oh, Vladimir is playing again. Yep.
Oh, dude, I think that is literally the greatest thing.
Dude,
Uh
it was dangerous. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Walk into 23 Lee, look at the TV, and it's just Russian table tennis just on the TV. And it's like, what is going on? It's 3 a.m. right now.
Yeah, dude, it was wild. There'd be sometimes we would like wake up and text in our group chats like, "Yo, let's do a house parlay today. Like, pick two things that you think are going to be locks and stuff." And then we come down and we just have the TV on different sports all the time, and one person screaming about this in anger, one person happy about this. Dude, it was a bad time. There'd be nights where I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going to bet," and look, I didn't do a lot of money ever really, But some nights I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to bet," but like watching Jimmy or Casey or Jordan do it, I'd be like. Yeah, I gotta just throw something in. Yeah, but
uh,
I've since I left college, I have since quit.
yeah, okay.
I've thrown in like probably in the last year like 3 bets.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and it's just like small bets, but I've deleted the app since because
You've deleted the app?
oh I've deleted it. Yeah,
No way.
when
Oh,
I
you can't.
first moved here, I deleted it because I was like
Wow. You don't
I
want to waste any money. It makes sense.
yeah, I don't want to waste any money, like so because but then I downloaded it back for the hockey playoffs, and I was throwing in like a couple $25 bets because I love doing win-win. So like I always bet against the Rangers or I bet against the
Yeah.
Knicks because I'm like, hey, they win, they win. If they
They
lose, I
when
win
they
money. So that got me in trouble too. But
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
yeah,
That's great.
exactly. What time are you trying to get out of here? If anyone doesn't know, Carl's got to catch a movie tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to see the Flash movie. Yeah. We got some time left. We got like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, you don't have to leave at 20. I thought the movie was at 10.
Nah, it's at 10:30.
Oh, okay, so you're leaving
I'm
at 10.
I'm leaving at 10, yeah.
Oh, good. Just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. All right,
Yeah,
so
well, yeah, of course.
sounds good. You know how we were talking about predictions at the beginning too? I don't know
Yes.
if you've looked at your baseball predictions. Maybe at the All-Star break, we'll go over our beginning of the season baseball predictions.
Oh
I
God.
know mine. I might have a curse. They might be some of the worst predictions of all time.
Dude, mine are pretty bad too, though. I mean, the one that I remember was controversial was Josh Donaldson was going to win comeback player of the year. That man is hitting 130 with 5 home runs and 6 RBIs. He
Yeah,
has
yeah.
5 home runs and 6 RBIs.
Unbelievable.
Joe, our Joey, our baseball analyst says that
It's
all his hits are home runs.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think the only one I had might go in good for me. I had comeback player of the year for AL. I had Joey Gallo, and he's got like double digits home runs right now.
That's good.
I haven't seen anyone else in contention, but yeah, I had Julio Urias. He's hurt with a 5.6 ERA. And I forget the other guys, but I picked the Cardinals to win the World Series, and they're having their worst season. I looked it up in like 3 decades.
No
They're like
way.
12, 13 games under 500. They can't figure it out. I mean, the Giants just swept them, which was I was very happy about.
Yeah.
But I jinxed them. I picked Carlos Rodon to come back early for the Yankees and win Cy Young. He hasn't come back, and we're almost in July. MVPs, I don't even remember, but yeah, I'm getting not good
You
reviews.
have a curse, my friend.
Seems
That's
like it.
wild. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. Maybe we'll change him, and if this curse wants to live, I'm gonna pick Aaron Judge to be the MVP.
We'll have to do an updated one at the All-Star break.
Yeah, we'll do an updated one, and I'm gonna pick the Dodgers for every category.
Tyler stays hating the Dodgers. Stays
I
hating.
always will. They've never won. They've never won a World Series in my life. So,
Oh, dude. Yeah, they did. The Dodgers did.
nope,
Yeah, they did.
they have not.
They won in 2020.
Doesn't count.
Oh,
Doesn't count in my eyes. That Mickey
all
Mouse
right.
ring.
Oh wow, the Mickey Mouse ring.
I
That's
know what you're gonna
crazy.
ask next, but ask it.
Does the 2020 World Series count in the history of the whole league, or should it have an asterisk next to it?
I think it's have an asterisk next to it. It was 60 game regular season,
I think so too.
but like, this is gonna. I think the Lakers one counts that year for
I
2020.
agree with that one
Yeah,
cold-heartedly.
yeah, because they played a majority of their regular season, and then they went in the bubble where a lot of players were saying that was some of the most competitive basketball they saw a lot of guys play. No distractions, no outside world. You locked yourself in a bubble. You were
Yeah.
set up with your team, and you guys were almost playing pickup basketball. There's no fans. There's no distractions really. Like you just went up, you showed up, and you balled.
Yeah,
So
you just show up and ball, man. Show up
yeah.
and ball.
So I know all the LeBron haters are gonna say that's not his fourth ring and that's his Mickey Mouse ring, but that's how I feel about the Dodgers. That's their Mickey Mouse ring.
No, I would agree. I think the Lakers ones counts. I wouldn't really count the
Like I
baseball one.
I count it because they also went through hardships. Like that whole COVID year was a mess,
Yeah.
and they ended up
A lot
winning
of
it.
players couldn't play.
Yeah,
Justin
um,
Turner ended up literally getting COVID,
during
so
the
he couldn't
game,
even he couldn't even celebrate with his team. He found
literally.
out mid game.
Yeah, it was a weird time for sure. So I don't want to take it completely away from them. And people always ask like, oh, what if it was the Mets or Giants that won? I'd be excited, but like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to say. It's hard to say I wouldn't celebrate it.
yeah, but it's good because it didn't happen, so we don't have to
Exactly. The
think about
Dodgers
that.
did it, and
The
I just don't
Dodgers
like.
won, the
I just
Lakers
don't like
won.
any of them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, dude. Yeah. One quick thing I wanted to talk about
go for it.
before we go on to your game here
Oh
was I
yeah.
wanted to talk about the Spider-Verse movie that you haven't seen yet.
No, I haven't.
But
Should I take off my
uh
headphones while you
no,
talk?
no, no, I'm not gonna go into spoilers. I just want to talk about how amazing the animation was in it.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends like at work that like don't go and see superhero movies, and they even said how great it was.
Nice.
So you have to go see it,
I
dude.
will. I will.
But I want to talk about the soundtrack. I just keep bumping the
I,
soundtrack, dude.
yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to it yet, but
I
it is so good.
I haven't. I've seen everyone who's featured on it and stuff. Obviously, just top of the line named actors, rappers and stuff, and
Yeah.
singers. But yeah, I don't want to listen to it because I don't think it will. But I don't want it to give anything away. I don't think it
Yeah.
will. I just
I
rather
mean,
be surprised and enjoy it in the movie and be like, oh, that
100%.
scene. I'd rather see the scene
Yeah.
first and then hear the song.
Yeah, no,
Um,
totally.
because Nick was telling me he was listening to the album. He didn't see the movie. He's like, it just sounds like a soundtrack for a movie. Most of these, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I would agree with that, but I like listening to a lot of the songs that actually like out of
oh yeah,
like the soundtrack or like the album itself. Because it is Metro Boomin, a lot of his like
he doesn't miss.
yeah, he doesn't miss. I saw somebody say that he could be compared to like the modern day Dr. Dre. And I was like, honestly, not wrong because like Dr. Dre was really mostly known for just producing. I mean, he produced mostly all of Eminem's music, and like everybody loves Eminem,
Yeah, I
and
think it
that's
was
kind of what.
yeah. Sorry, keep going.
No, what you were saying.
No, I was thinking, yeah, I'm not too familiar with Dr. Dre. I know he's done produced for other artists too, besides like Eminem.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, he definitely has some top name guys. But I mean, yeah, Metro Boomin, he produces a lot of good albums here too, and a lot of work that I saw the other day. I didn't even know he was on or produced.
yeah,
So
dude, 100%. But yeah, love the album. I definitely think you got to go see it. Or see, well, you got to go see the movie, and then we'll discuss it after. Because I think that it is a top. Like it's once the third movie comes out, it's gonna be like a top like superhero trilogy.
oh,
Some
is
people are
it?
saying that it's gonna be a top like three movie trilogy, or it's gonna be a top movie trilogy in total, not even counting superheroes, like just movies in general.
Yeah,
So it's dude, it's gonna be sick.
yeah. No, I remember. I a lot of people have been saying like a lot of the same things. I didn't even realize there was gonna be a third one. So even better for that.
Well, yeah, so this is a part one of two. They're doing like
Gotcha,
a Infinity N word end game thing to this.
gotcha.
Yeah,
That sounds good. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully soon. Probably we'll talk more about it in the next episode. But
dude, 100%.
I'll,
Episode
I'll,
11, because we're on 10 right now, baby.
yeah, exactly.
Episode
Episode
10.
11, which hopefully maybe we'll have our guest. Maybe we'll have our
Yeah,
guest.
hopefully.
We talked about it for episode 10. Contract negotiations went a little south. Me and Carl wanted to make sure we keep producing as much content as we can. So we wanted to get this out for you guys. But he's in negotiations. I think we'll agree on a number and we'll get him on.
Agree on it. I think what we'll end up having to do is we'll have to actually just record it, like maybe just like an early recording, even if it's
Yeah,
like we just pick a date, even if it's not for that week, and we just release it
yeah.
like
Even if we
whenever.
do it next week, maybe people will get an early episode. Who knows? Or
Yeah, that'd
yeah,
be cool. That'd be
yeah.
fun.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So, what's your game that you have for us, my friend?
It's a game really more for you.
Oh God.
Or it's more of a quiz for you. Quick
Oh
little
God.
game. We'll see how you do with it. I think you'll be good with it. I think you'll be fine.
You think so?
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day, or actually today, and I was wondering because a lot of movies have come out since. Can you still name the chronological order of Marvel movies?
Ah, chronological.
Yeah. So like how to watch them. Like if you want to watch them, not when they came out.
Not when they
Like
came out,
yeah,
but like the order. Okay.
yeah.
So,
Let me make sure these are all on here. Yeah, so it goes all the way up until Guardians. So
okay. So the very first one, if we're like being super like technical with it, would be Eternals. Is that what the list has or no?
no, I'm trying to see what that is actually though. Oh wait, maybe I'm stupid.
Because
No,
that one goes into like the BC,
yeah. Hold on a second.
but like it doesn't take place the whole movie there. They just do flashbacks. So maybe they don't count that.
Maybe not. No, this might be right. I'm gonna go with this is right. If you went over the release, oh no, oh wait, this was release date. No, hold on, hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. This is chronological order, but it is still not Eternals.
Okay, so that wasn't my the number one answer is Miss Marvel. Is
Uh,
not Miss Mar Captain Marvel.
no, that's not what they have here.
What did they have?
They have Captain America. Is this? No, this can't be.
Oh, no, that's right. It is the original Captain America
Yeah.
chronological.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the original Captain America, then it's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the original Captain America, then it's Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
then it would be the first oh no, it would be the Incredible Hulk.
Not yet.
Not yet. Um Iron Man?
Yeah.
Oh, Iron Man comes before the Incredible Hulk?
That's what it says.
I feel like it would be the other way around. All right, yeah. So it would be Iron Man, then the Incredible Hulk, then the first Thor movie, or
Dude,
no?
maybe this was a bad idea because this is all over the place and has a bunch of TV shows too.
has all the TVs.
Well, because like, all right, let me just say the start of this for a little bit.
Yeah.
It says Captain America, Agent Carter, which I was just saying
Yeah.
movies.
That's
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Captain Marvel. Then this is Iron Man 1, and then Iron Man 2. But I would agree with
Actually,
you. Wouldn't it be
actually
Iron Man
no.
and then Hulk?
I think yeah, it should be Iron Man and then Hulk. But Iron Man 2 does take place really quick. But when do they have Hulk in it?
They have another show, and then they have Hulk.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. But at the end of yeah, oh, wait, actually, no, that doesn't make sense because at the end of Hulk, they had Iron Man come in.
Yeah,
He was like the post-credit scene.
I know.
So that's wrong. I think I'm right.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just scrap this idea because that was weird. Maybe we'll save that for another day and we'll quiz ourselves. Maybe we could find like a Sporkle thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say what I think comes next. Then I
Yeah.
think so after the Incredible Hulk, I think it's Thor.
Yes, there you go.
Then it's the first Avengers.
There we go. That's easier. Nice.
All right. So after the first Avengers, then it is Guardians.
You're missing a few, at least according to this.
What do they say is after that?
Between that, they have the first Avengers, and then they have Thor Dark World,
Oh yeah, Thor World, yeah, because that
then
happened right after.
then Iron Man 3,
Then Iron Man 3,
then Winter
then
Soldier,
Guardian. Oh,
then
then
Winter
Winter
Soldier,
Soldier.
then Guardians.
Okay, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, Guardians 1 and 2 back to back.
Guardians 1 and 2, damn, back to back.
Yeah.
And then fuck, it's so hard to do without looking at the properties. If I was looking at all of them, I
Yeah,
feel like I'd be
that's
able to
true. If
do
you
it.
had that's yeah, maybe we'll have to set up a game and we'll show it like on the
Yeah.
screen or something.
On the screen or something, like if I
Yeah.
pulled it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll scrap this idea. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
cut out this whole part.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, no, that was weird. But yeah. So um yeah, crazy how many movies they've come up with now. But
Dude, yeah. I'm really excited for uh the stuff they have planned. Did you see that a lot of stuff just got delayed?
yeah, yeah, well they have I don't know if this has to do with it. I know they have the whole writer's strike going on.
It has yeah, I think that has to do with everything.
Yeah. So, everything's just getting pushed back. It gives us more time with these things so
Yeah, I saw a couple of people pissed, but I'm actually really happy about it. I think that the projects are coming out. I mean, for us, it's great because, we have something to talk about, every couple of weeks or so new.
yeah.
But I think that it was just really hard for the people making the movies to consistently just pump out great movies when
Yeah.
you don't have enough time to pump them out. Like
Totally.
I remember when we were younger, they would say that to make a movie it would take 4 years. Like that was the thing. Now
Yeah.
it's like they're making these movies within a year and a half span. Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Literally. Like I know technology got better, but that doesn't mean your stories and everything's gonna get better. So
Exactly, because there's always gonna be reshoots. There's always gonna be other people's opinions. So
yeah, exactly. But who knows?
who knows, man? Well, great episode 10. I
Yeah.
I had a great time.
I had a great time. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude. We won most of that, and I feel like we did a really good job.
Yeah, good job.
So to our listeners out there, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Me and my brother are now gonna go see The Flash, so I'll have an update about that on the next episode.
Please.
Tyler, the next time I will see you in person, I will see you on Long Island, which is hype.
Yep. Yep. I'll be making the return to Lessings, work a shift.
Unfortunately, Langus is separating the two men, but I guess I will have to deal with just having one half of the Garnets.
Yeah, you'll be
So
with the other Garnett.
yeah,
But definitely not bad at all. But we'll find a way to see each other.
yeah, 100%, man.
I
100%.
gotta brush off the old black suit and find it.
Dude, I think the worst thing would be if we both come back at the same time from the off-prem and then both of our trucks we have to pull in with them. That would suck.
Oh my, yeah, I would stink. I have no skin in the game. I am cutting you off, and we're getting my truck out of there. Nah, because we'll just help. I mean, I'll help everyone. I'll make some money. I'm gonna chill, hang out, see
Oh,
whoever's there. So
100%. Langus
Yeah.
is gonna be making us buffalo wings and fries, and we're just gonna be
Yeah,
hanging
yeah, like
out.
the good old days.
The good old
I was
summers days.
telling some people some old stories. Well, we'll say off camera, but
Yeah.
but yeah, we had some fun. We had some fun. But
Uh,
yeah, to the listeners who are still here even at this point, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for
thank you for
continuing to
listening.
support. TikTok's blowing up, and when this episode comes out, it'll be Friday, but it will be the Friday before Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to my dad, your dad, and all the other dads out
Yes.
there.
Happy Father's Day to the very avid listeners too. Thank you,
Yes.
Dad. Thank you, Gary,
Yep.
for being avid listeners of our podcast, listening to me and Tyler every other week.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys, and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Till next time, guys. See ya.
Till next time, let's go Mets! Fuck the Yankees.